What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel to talk 4K Blu-rays. And today's 4K takes us back to 2003 for the naval epic, Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World. Now this was probably one of the most anticipated 4K releases to date. And finally it's here, courtesy of Disney, in this sweet looking steelbook. Check it out. Jack Aubrey on the front, Russell Crowe. Inside, there's Jack again, 4K disc and a Blu-ray disc. Special features, what little there are on the Blu-ray. I saw this in the theater back in 2003, and I reviewed it and put it on my website. I'll link to it in the description. That was the only time I've seen this movie. I gave it 2 out of 5. I thought it was slow, poorly paced, and one drawn-out story, bookended by 2 pretty sweet battle scenes. After watching it again for this review, I thought it was better. And I can appreciate what the director, Peter Weir, was trying to do back then. This is as realistic as you're gonna get for a retelling of the Napoleonic Wars and life on the sea in general. It looked great, the battles were awesome, and I thought the cast was pretty great too, especially Russell Crowe and Paul Bettany. They were terrific. But let's be honest here. This movie is a bit of a slog to get through. It's 138 minutes. As I mentioned, Russell Crowe was terrific in this. His portrayal as Captain Jack Aubrey was great and one of his best performances in his career. I rank it right up there with his role in Gladiator. He helped make this movie an entertaining experience. I also liked Paul Bettany as the Doctor and Jack's best friend and confidant. Together, they helped make this movie better than it should have been. The rest of the cast was merely supporting. Let's get into it. During the Napoleonic Wars of the 1800s, the French Empire, led by Napoleon Bonaparte, were running rampant in the seas and were threatening to invade the British. Luckily for them, they had Captain Jack Aubrey on their side. Lucky, as he was known, somehow always managed to win the battles at sea, grasping victory from the jaws of defeat. He was known as a cunning and methodical leader. He is tasked with tracking down a vessel known as the Acheron, a vastly superior ship with 14-pound cannons. After suffering an early defeat in the foggy waters one morning, Jack pushes the crew to the brink of mutiny to chase after the boat and sink it at all costs. Jack wrestles with his duty to his homeland, his friend Stephen, and life on the sea to accomplish this task. For the first time on 4K, Disney went back to the original elements. Not sure what that means, really. To put out this 2:1:1 image in Dolby Vision HDR. While the film is truly lacking any real color palette, the image is pristine with excellent clarity and detail. Most of the film takes place at sea, and the image was mainly dark, dreary, and with shades of white, gray, and brown. But the detail and contrast in those shots were very well done through it, though it was mostly foggy and hazy. It wasn't until they landed on the island did you really get any sort of color, which did indeed look great with green grass and a blue sky and blue water. Facial tones looked good throughout, 9 out of 10 for the video. Audio was presented in Dolby Atmos, which took full use of all speakers. The battle scenes are one thing, but throughout the film I routinely heard sounds coming from all speakers, from the wind hitting the sails, wildlife, or even the sounds of chatter from the crew. The battle scenes sounded terrific with great sounding destruction of cannons destroying the boards on the boats. I heard that there were some complaints about some of the bass response, but I thought it matched everything else happening on the screen. There could have been more bass for sure, but overall I was happy with the output. Vocals sounding clean and clearly audible. 9 out of 10 for the audio. In terms of special features, you had several deleted scenes, a trivia track, a search content area, a personal scene selection area, a map, and a trailer. There was also a D-Box feature, which frankly I never knew anything about. Kinda disappointing with the amount of features. 4 out of 10. Fans of this film will be happy that it's finally here. For me, it's just kind of an okay watch. I enjoyed watching it again, but it'll probably be a bit before I watch it again. I will say that some of the battle scenes could be something that I would demo my theater with. It does look and sound great. I'd rate this film a 7 out of 10, and overall this release gets an 8 out of 10. Well, that's today's review. Come back again. I got a stack of 4Ks I'm falling behind on.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share, bruh.